looking back at a game which after 25 minutes, I turned to you and I said, "Do you know what, Joey? If this continues, this could be a bloodbath." Because it was all one-way football. It was PSG. Then all of a sudden, I don't know if it was because Zinchenko came on, but they looked fantastic. They let in 2 horrific goals. But Man City in the second half looked like the finished article. They looked fantastic. Every single player. Listen, it pains me to say it for obvious reasons. But I will say it, I'll be honest. I thought every single player was fantastic tonight. And I said to you, the one thing that I noticed about Man City was wherever a player was on the pitch and they had a PSG player coming towards them, they had options. Man City had options everywhere they looked. Whoever had the ball, there was someone to their right, there was someone to the left. They could pass it back. They could pass it forward. They just looked like they had about 15 players on the pitch. They were sublime tonight. Second half, Man City, maybe for 60 minutes, Man City were fantastic.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Congratulations to City because they were outstanding tonight. That's what you call a semi-final first leg. That had pretty much everything that you want as a neutral. The game started off, PSG was superb. The closing down, the tempo, the movement. City looked a little off the pace, actually. I think they were quite surprised at how high and how intense the press was from PSG. And the 4-4-2 really worked. The 2 midfielders, Verratti and Idrissa Gueye, squeezed the pitch as well, so City couldn't get out. And they were doing, PSG to City, what City normally do to other teams, actually. And even though they were the better side, PSG, they didn't really create a huge amount. It wasn't as if you had Ederson scrambling across his goal too many times. Look, there was a couple of dangerous moments, and they conceded from a set piece, really, and they'll be disappointed at that because it's a great ball in, no challenge. They played a zonal marking. Gundogan was supposed to be the blocker for Marquinhos, and he hasn't blocked him, and he's got a good run, a good goal. And at that time, the game, if they got the second goal, PSG, you felt would have been really difficult for Man City to come out of that. Second half, the tempo from PSG dropped noticeably. I wonder whether it's because of the league they play in, and City are used to playing at a high tempo every single week in every single game. And I felt that the fitness levels of the two sides was dramatic in how City then start, and then because they couldn't get high up the pitch, PSG, City now started to knock the ball about, and then they City then recognised that they had a chance to get to play their game, and they were outstanding. I mean, congratulations. They must be so proud, City fans, because it was a brilliant display. Having said all of that, the 2 goals they scored were errors. So, the 3 goals we saw, one was a set piece where City were disappointed. Another one, I don't know what Carlos Navas is doing. He's got to go with the flight of the ball. It's a great ball in from De Bruyne. But they look dangerous, City. They look really dangerous. And they were, over the 90 minutes, thoroughly deserved it. I wonder whether they felt, with the 10 men, I wonder whether City felt they could have gone on and won the tie tonight.
Phil Foden had a chance to.
He did.
By the way, he is magnificent. He's
do you know what?
So exciting.
Second half, City were brilliant. De Bruyne, the second half, ran the show as well. I thought Zinchenko's addition really gave them something different. I think Cancelo was booked, and he couldn't quite take the risks. When you're on a yellow, you've got to be very careful. Zinchenko came, and I thought he was a real catalyst for getting City getting back in the game, bizarrely. But Silva was brilliant. Rodri, Gundogan, they were
definite red card.
It's a
horrific,
it's a scandalous challenge,
it was.
And it's one of frustration. And you didn't see Mbappe's second half. You didn't see.
What did you make of
Neymar's second half? Well, if the game's going well, and they're getting service, they're good players. You saw first half how dangerous they can be. When the game turns and perhaps things aren't going your way, I think you see another side to them. They go missing.
Have you changed your mind on Mbappe?
On Mbappe?
Yeah.
No, I love him. Oh, you mean Neymar?
No, I mean Mbappe. Have you changed your mind on him?
What? Because I think he's so good?
No, I think the second half we didn't really see him. He didn't.
No.
He didn't. So there are some players that go find the ball, find the game. They try.
Yeah.
If he's not getting it, he was very quiet, incredibly
second
quiet.
Half, you hardly saw them, hardly heard their names being mentioned.
Yeah.
But I felt it was largely down to the fact that City didn't allow them, but also as well, I just think the City's fitness and being able to play at a tempo through that 90 minutes. And I'll say it again, Ligue 1, they play in Ligue 1, right? No disrespect to that league, but every week City have got to be. right? Every week, City have got to be at it because of the games that are coming thick and fast and the competition that they get. Even from sides that are halfway down the table, City have got to be at full tilt. I don't know what full tilt looks like for PSG, who they play teams mid-table of their league. I don't know whether they have to be. And I think we saw tonight a side that knows what it takes over 90 minutes against opposition that they've got the know-how to have the keep going. They were honestly brilliant displays.
Do you think this is PSG's best chance to win the Champions League this season?
I mean, it feels like it's gone, doesn't it, for them?
Well, now it does.
Yeah,
now
it feels
does.
like
I see no way back for PSG.
Well, it's not over.
I know, of course it's not. But
I can't see now how City can't get this over the line.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't see how they.
Let me ask you this: you're a Chelsea fan, of course. Your side of are in the other semi-finals. If you got them in the final, would you fancy it?
We can beat them.
Yeah, would you fancy it?
I think I would over 90 minutes. Yeah.
Would you?
Well, we beat them a couple of weekends ago.
I know.
But tactically, the way we set up, we didn't allow City to do that. City couldn't get their passing. City were off colour when we played against them the other week. No question. They were not the City side that we saw tonight second half. We played well, one of our best performances. That might have to happen because City will be favourites. Whoever City meet in the final, it'll be Chelsea or Real Madrid if City get there. But they will be favourites because they are.
But you'd fancy it. Do you think you're alone as a Chelsea fan thinking that?
No. I mean, look, City fans they'll be favourites, City. But they saw what happened a couple of weeks ago. They will know they're in for a tough game.
Has anyone's mind watching that? Has anyone's mind changed as to them wanting Man City, English fans wanting Man City to win?
Don't know.
I mean, I of course still want PSG to knock them out. I still want PSG to go through.
I don't know.
You feel the same, don't you?
About City?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want. When you're there in the semis, of course you don't. You'd
rather have PSG in the final.
Based on what I've just seen, yes.
Yeah.
Based on what I've just seen, second half, yes.
Yeah, but even more so because your team's in the other semi-final. You don't want to play an English team in the final.
No, but
you want PSG to win.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it?
No, but I'm saying I want PSG to knock Man City out.
Yeah, Man City are a better side than PSG.
Yeah.
They showed it tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
They showed it. And over the next game, I just cannot see how City they were just excellent. It was a brilliant. As the
game ebbed and flowed, they got better and better.
They did. And PSG just that
capitulated.
They're just not.
Why did you go about 3 sentences without finishing a
sentence?
Because
I think what I was about to say, I'd said a couple of minutes ago, and I was just repeating myself. So I just thought I'd throw it.
You did 3 sentences, which ended with.
I know.
They are. And
I already said it. You see, I already said it.
Yeah, but what part of your brain went? It's easier to end the sentence with just a noise.
Yeah, I've done it again.
Mark's a Man City fan. 08717 223 Marky Mark.
Right, Mark.
Hello.
Hi, Mark.
All right.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Really good game. It's miserable, Mark, by the way.
Pardon?
You called me miserable, Mark. It's miserable, Mark. You called me 2 weeks ago.
You still sound a little.
Fan you've ever.
You do sound a little miserable, Mark.
You do sound a bit down, Mark.
It's just me. I'm not miserable.
You sure?
How good was they tonight?
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Congratulations, because it was a brilliant display. Second half.
I think the first half, though, I think we were talking on, I think we was outclassed in every position in first half. I thought this, like you said, was going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
But, wow, second half. And I think PSG, they're falling and looking for fouls and looking for cards. It was.
Mark, let me ask you. So many City fans have phoned up and said things like, when there's 2 games to go in the league and you're 5 points clear, like, I'm not going to say I've won it. It's so City to throw it away. How are you feeling now when you've got this lead? You were outstanding in the second half. You're taking them back to your place for a place in the final. You must be confident.
Yeah, I feel a lot more confident this time. I think. Yeah, I think. Final. I don't know. It could be, anyone's game the final. I think we'll beat Chelsea if we get Chelsea. If they get that far, I think we'll play a different game than we did the other week when they beat us. Like you said, then I don't think we were at our best, but the best team won on the day. But I don't think they beat us again. But I'm quite excited for it.
Yeah, you're going to do it.
Come on, miserable.
I think we can do it. If we play like we did in the second half,
yeah,
I think we can. I think if we beat Palace on on Saturday, United get beat by Liverpool. The league's done and dusted then.
Yeah.
And then
hold on. You don't think the league's done and dusted now?
Mathematically, it's not. Is
Come on, Mark. Miserable Mark living up to his name.
Come on, mathematically. I said it all season last season about Liverpool when even though they've won it, let's give it a no. Until it's mathematically won, which is easy for me to say.
Yeah.
It's not won.
Mark, just quickly let me ask you this question because Kevin De Bruyne was sublime tonight. I thought Phil Foden was magical.
If you remember the other week, one of the first things when you said, "Come on, say something," I said Phil Foden is sublime, and I think you're using my word there. But anyway,
is he stealing your one line?
Am I stealing your line? I do apologise. I could say genius if you want. There's quite a lot of.